Okay, welcome to Sleeping Ghost's Distance, guys. There is an event, an enemy deck, and it should be kept in, ordered, and I only unwrapped the top part. We are going through the quick start guide, and these are the two enemies. They are identical. Are they? Yeah, they have a different ID, but they are otherwise identical. I hope the glare isn't too much. Time to fight. Retrieve the enemy cards 12 and 13 from the enemy card deck. Only look at the backs of the cards and not the faces when retrieving the cards. Place the cards face up, side by side, in a row in the center of the player area. For each +1 power symbol on the grid of each enemy, place 1 power token on the top of that card. Okay. So we see here the triangles with a +1, so we add the triangles. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So far, so good. Yeah, so at the start of combat, and the combat is really nice in this game, at least as I take it from the rule book. The enemies don't act, they only react, and they have these end of turn abilities. So, I think I had discarded this. The ability discard. Let's play it for real. So how do I take a turn? In multiplayer there is an active player token, so that would be as simple. And how does the active player start? Let's say that our cards consist. So we look at. Let's put it here. This on the right. We look at the combat adventure deck, and for one player I draw 5 cards of these. 3, 4, 5. And what they want is a pistol, but we're now going to fake it because the tutorial tells us to have a pistol, a whip. Let's do it like so. Whip, pistol, precise strike. Wrench. So normally for a single player you would have an extra card, and for 2 players you would have 4 cards, but our cards include this. Now each player plays 1 combat card on each character they control. And the characters you control is everybody except Claire, but you can, instead of placing a card on one of the crew members, here, those guys, instead of placing one on the crew members, you can instead place it on Claire. But Claire has 2 stamina from the previous perception thing, as well as Miguel, who has 2. And they say that Miguel would take the pistol. Okay. So let's show it like so. Miguel takes the pistol. Yeah, the rest is not mentioned, so he would do 4 damage plus a result of a combat die. Now, in the normal version, the retail version, there is only 1 combat die, but these are custom combat dice. So a good thing about the deluxe version is, or the Kickstarter version, the extra expensive one, is that you gain to have 4 dice. So every player can have their own die. And you roll the die and get a 3. Okay. So we roll a 3. For a total of 7 damage. Yes, because 4 plus 3 is 7. Then we cover this damage by placing these on the monster. So 1, 2, because it has a value 2. 3, because it doesn't have a value. 4. And yeah, but because we placed damage on the square but a synergy token, that's this one. It has a small thingy like this. We have to place it on. So Miguel gains this because he did cool damage, and well, some of these blobs are not perfect, as you can see. That's how they came out of the box. Miguel. Jesse, so it goes to Jesse. I'm not sure why, but here is Jesse with a synergy token. Then the enemy immediately counterattacks and it deals a base damage. So this one deals a base damage of 2 plus the number of triangles is 5. So Miguel goes from 11 to 6. There's nothing to mitigate that. And Miguel is finished, and player 2 is the active player and decides to play the whip on Claire. So the whip on Claire, and this removes a cube, and I see him out of battery, so I'm going to continue later. Yeah, it's an educational experience for now. Bye.